Good morning, all. I have really struggled with. Lads, can you believe that? As soon as I go live, Sarah Blondin decided to come on
This
my
week on the
laptop. Oh my God, that was the maddest thing ever. Okay, I'm going to keep going. This is what happens when you go live. You get attacked from all different angles. And you see people outside the other side of the window, and your kids are upstairs, and your husband is in front of you working, and you have all of these distractions going on. And you have to just roll with it, and you have to just get over it. Okay, so let me get back to the intention and the purpose behind this live stream, okay? In my private membership group, where I am 100% vulnerable all of the time, I just did a live stream in there looking like this. And I also did a live stream in the complimentary group, which you can choose to be part of if you do one of my workshops, right? So I just did it in that sequence. I did a live stream in the private membership group where the girls are already close, they're like sisters, we are sisters. And in the larger group where all of the people who've ever done workshops, right? And this is the purpose of this. I've been having very vulnerable conversations with them in there. And one of them is about showing up fully. Now, I cannot tell you how difficult it is for me. My ego is utterly on fire right now, knowing that there is 53 people watching me live, and I have grey hair, and I have no makeup on, and I've no bra on, and I'm going to the Botox doctor this morning, and I teach vulnerability to people. And I'm sitting here for the last 20 minutes contemplating whether I can allow myself to be this vulnerable when there's 41,500 supporters on this page. And I really had to go deep, and I had to have a chat with my inner child. I had to have a chat with my ego, and higher self kicked in and said, Nicola, cop yourself on and be you and be real and show up. Because the purpose of this is we are all more similar than we are different, okay? I can't go to the hairdressers. Nobody can go to the hairdressers right now to get the greys and the roots topped up. I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I can't do makeup perfectly. I've only learned in the last couple of years from Sinead Faulkner a couple of tips and tricks as to the way to do it and the way not to do it. I just grew up in an age where makeup wasn't really that important. I didn't wear makeup until I was in my early 20s, I don't think. Good morning, Sinead. You're going to make me cry now. Okay, so this is the story. Who is struggling with how they're looking at the moment, okay? Who is struggling with the fact that they're not one of these people who can buy a dye off the shelf and lash it in your hair, or whatever it may be, okay? I'd like to really have a deep and meaningful conversation about how we're feeling, about how we're looking at the moment, and how that is tied 100% into our insecurities, 100% into pressure to look perfect when there is no such thing. Now, the catalyst for this conversation came when I shared in both of my groups. My main group is the private membership group, and there's less members in there, and there's more members in the complimentary group. But I asked them a question yesterday about last year when I had a photo shoot done and I shifted gears, and we were trying to step up the professionalism of the business and present the brand in a really high-end way. What happened is that in the last couple of months, I saw that there was a decline in engagement on those posts, and I couldn't understand why, because myself and my team put so much love and effort and time and money into making sure that we are coming across the way that we want to come across, and that we're stepping it up and it's nice and crisp and pristine. And it turns out people don't connect with that. It turns out that those photographs are lovely for a website, but they're not lovely when you're in an industry like I'm in, where I see you and you see me, and there is no difference between you and me. And oh my God, it's making me emotional. All I want to do is to be able to put my fingerprint on everybody who is involved in what we do. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but decisions need to be made and changes need to be made. And I wanted to have this brand last year that was black and white. I wanted to have a black and white logo because I believe that black and white represents my personality. It's very me. It's very who I am. You know, there's no grey matter with Nicola. Like, there's a fella in the rugby club a couple of years ago said to me, I was offering my opinion on something, and Con said, Nicola, why don't you tell us how you really feel? And I thought he was being serious. I was like, I am telling you how I really feel. And he was like, we know. That's plainly obvious. So lads, any input or any insights into how it is I should move forward, I'd be very grateful for your feedback. And I want you all to know, all 85 of you, that you are in a bleeding privileged position to be able to see me rocking up like this in my living room at this hour of the day, looking like this. And if I go out like this into the public, right, this is what people say to me. They go, are you not well? Is there something wrong? Now, you can call me anytime if you're struggling. I'm like, no, this is my face. This is what I look like with no makeup and no Botox and no hairdo. Listen, lads, I'm going to leave it there because I really have leaned in as much as I feel I can lean in on this public page. But I'm dying to hear what it is that you have to say about that. Okay, take it easy. Slow.